Hey guys, it's Jacqueline over here at homeschoolhangout.xyz, and today we're doing a little unboxing of what's in the mail. If you like these kinds of laid back, chitty chatty videos, do me a favor, thumbs up, like, subscribe, all the things, and let's get into it. Okay, I am armed with my scissors and with a blade because I've cut nothing open. So, if I'm turning around, please do not be offended. I have a pile of packets and boxes here that I've picked up from my mailbox. So yeah, these are things that companies have sent to me, some for Homeschool Hangout, some for my more lifestyle-y things, but mostly Homeschool Hangout. That's why I'm doing this here, of books and stuff. And I always want to know what it is you guys want to know more about, and I will do full things on it. Okay, so this first thing I got is, oh, it's something called coffee tamers. Let me set this down. Okay. And this is more for my lifestyle stuff, but I'll share it here with you guys too. And it's supposed to help reduce the acidity of your coffee. So they sent me, let's see. Now, whether or not this is mostly baking soda, I don't know yet. But they sent me this, and it's called Coffee Tamer, and you add it to your coffee, and it's supposed to help reduce the acidity. And acidity is one of my problems. I get heartburn really easily, and my husband has tried to make coffee work for him, and it just tears up his tummy, and we think it is the acid. So this really intrigued me. It's a proprietary composition of calcium carbonate, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and some excipients. And yeah, so I'm really interested. It does say, if you're pregnant or taking prescription drugs, check with your pharmacist first. And acids may interact with certain prescription drugs. And then it's got a whole list of things it doesn't include. It says the amount needed for each person is individual. Start with the following and increase or decrease. And so it's like 1 or 2 packets per 8 ounces of coffee. They also sent me something called a sample of wine tamer. I don't drink a lot of wine. I don't drink a lot, period. So, and it's also contraindicative for a couple health conditions that I'm just finding out about, that it's kind of like, well, you should cut back on alcohol, is in all the writings, but I don't really drink. But this is, let's see, it reduces acids and supports digestive health. Because red wine is supposed to be healthy. That's a different thing. So yeah, I can't wait to try these out and see what I think. Because yeah, the heartburn. The heartburn is real, guys. I take Prilosec every day, so you know. Let's see. It's always fun to open these priority mail packages because it's like, okay, here's where you seal it, and they taped it there. You're always looking for exactly how did they tape it, because it should, in theory, be easy to get into these boxes. And it never is. There we go. So yeah, companies are doing a lot of fall releases on books right now for kids, and gearing up for the holidays on some stuff. So I've got some stuff I'm really looking forward to here. This is from Coso Games, and they sent me these fun different Go Fish games, and they're themed differently. So this is science. This is U.S. history. It says 3 great games. So I can't wait to break into them and see what all you can really do with them. Girl Power. And it says on the back, astronauts, scientists, pop stars, gold medalists, authors, and more. And then the last one is dinos that they sent me. So these look cute. They may be great little stocking stuffers. I always like a good game, or especially a nerdy game, to go to birthday parties and such. Okay, so the next box is from HarperCollins. And if you ever want to send me anything, my birthday's coming up, or just happened, depending on when I put this out. My birthday's tomorrow. If you ever want to send me anything just because, or you have a company and you would like me to take a look at your product and show it in one of these videos and maybe more, my address is down in the notes on the videos. So, okay. Cutting into boxes is not always the most attractive thing in the world. Okay, HarperCollins, I love you. I love you so much. But this giant box and that little tiny book in there. Let's see. This is by Taraji P. Henson. Oh, this is Taraji P. Henson's book. And it's You Can Be a Good Friend No Matter What. And it's little TJ. A little TJ book is what they call it. This is cute. Today will be a great day. Run, don't walk. Let's see. Let's open it up and take a look at some of the illustrations. Oh, beautiful illustrations. Little TJ's ready for school to start. And super ready to make lots of new friends. Friendships take time. You need to nurture them to help them grow. Cute. But what happens when they don't work out the way little TJ hopes? How can she conquer her worries? Awesome. So for those of you who don't know, I am a grandma. And he is not in my state. And I've been thinking about, as he gets older, maybe reading to him online. Because we do video calls. And once he's a little older and can sit still, he's about 1 right now. I've been thinking about that. You know. He's adorable. But yes. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get this open. It's always interesting, these different packets, because it's taped down here and it has a pull tab. So you're like, okay, I can pull forever, but it's not going to get through that tape. And yes, after these videos, I always have a mound of things that go out to recycling. So what's been going on with me lately? Physics is really a challenge right now for my 17-year-old. She's doing calculus-based physics at the college, and her brother, sister, and I all took non-calculus-based physics. And we heard from numerous people, it's easier with calculus. The problem is we can't help her because we didn't do it this way. They traveled differently, faster, different methods, all that. Okay, this is actually from the TikTok shop. So I'll be shooting a video. I'm Nerd Mom's Life over on TikTok. And it's A Year in the Bible. It's a 52-week Bible study. And yeah, who's it by? I'm looking for Alabaster is the Alabaster print. Okay, nice. I've been looking for something to be doing. I need to be doing more. I have a daily scripture thing that I do on the YouVersion Bible app. But, you know, I'm always looking for great studies. And I have a small group. So this lays out, it's got a reading plan. You got a synopsis. It tells you where to read. Let's see. And then it's got reflection questions on it. And then a prayer. And then it tells you what it's working on. Relationship between God and humanity. The next one's divine guidance and provision. Unity through inclusion. Yes, I don't really know much about this creator, but it looks really interesting, and I'm always up for trying things. It looks like they're using NIV version of the Bible. Oh, and New Living Translation. So good translations. I usually use ESV for my church reading because that's what we use in our church, but I have the NIV. My kids have NLTs. But yeah, so if you want to know more about this, I'm going to be doing just a basic unboxing, first look video over on TikTok for the TikTok shop. So, okay, next up. Let's see what we got here. Meryl Moss Media. So I get approached with a lot of kids books and then some more like young adult things. This one is On the Road Less Traveled, An Unlikely Journey from the Orphanage to the Boardroom. Oh yeah, this looks so interesting. I also get like businessy type things a lot, and I like that. It's by Ed Hajim with Glenn Plaskin, national best-selling author. And it is a biography. I believe it's an autobiography, actually. Let's see. He was kidnapped at the age of 3 by his father and driven cross-country. He goes through the foster system and is an accomplished Wall Street executive now. So yeah, I like biographies a lot. I like autobiographies. I like reading people's stories. I feel like history is best learned through those who live it. So yes, and it's supposed to have, you know, this is what worked for him and how he went from, you know, that state to the other state to being well off. So yeah, it's supposed to be inspirational. Okay, the next thing up is The Love Tank, art by Rita Nielsen, written by Andrea Mendoza Vascones, PhD. Cute. It's a Best Awards award winner for American Book Fest in 2023. Imagine you have a superpower container inside your body that fills up with love, a love tank. I've heard love tanks being mentioned in some of the adult shows of just like, he didn't fill my love tank, or he did. So really cute illustrations. Look forward to check this out. Yes, I let these collect. So if you like shorter, more frequent videos like this, do me a favor and let me know. I feel silly sometimes just opening 2 books, but I do that for social media, for other things. So if that's something that interests you guys, please let me know. Okay, Penelope Holt, The Angel Scroll. Prophecy, Destiny, Love, a novel. So this does not seem like it's necessarily written for kids. I mean, not dirty or anything, just not children. Maybe my teenagers might like it. After her husband's death, New York artist Claire Lucas has baffling dreams and walking visions as she channels an enigmatic and healing painting of a holy man in India at the deathbed of a young woman. Okay, I may take a look at this. This doesn't usually exactly run in my jam, but I do like, I like novels. Let's see. When widowed antiquarian Richard Markson announces that Claire's canvas is 1/3 of 3 paintings prophesied by the Angel Scroll, a recent discovered Dead Sea parchment, she's pulled into an international scavenger hunt to find the stolen scroll and paintings it predicts. So we'll see. I won't lie, if it's a lot of woo-woo stuff, probably not. But if it's just an intrigue and, all that stuff, I'm often in for those. So let's see about this one. Yes, my little mountain of packing materials is growing. So, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of angst in some of the Facebook communities. I don't know if you guys are in homeschool Facebook communities, but there has been a lot of angst lately. I'm going to make a video about, it's not our kids versus their kids, but yeah, it's interesting. The Jungle Olympics by Marina Ristic. And let's see if there's a description on the back. No. Okay, that's fine. This is out of the UK. Oh, what a pretty picture book. Meeting was called at the jungle clearing. Lion was presiding as he was king of the jungle. All the animals were excited and agreed to make game rules. So look at how beautiful that is. So this is a really cute picture book. So yeah, all the different animals. And this is a good age for it. My kids always really liked really colorful books with lots of animals. If they were really lucky, Mom might make some crazy animal noise. Maybe. But yeah, no, the Facebook groups have been crazy. Also interesting, if you are not on TikTok, which good on you in many ways if you're not. I enjoy it. But the college parents groups are hilarious on Facebook. And my poor kids, I'm so mean. Because there's like everything from, there's this one creator I really like where she's talking about people who are like, I wonder if the college would put cameras in their room so I can make sure that they're like going to bed on time. And it's just hilarious. Okay, The Home Reset. Easy Habits, Systems and Habits to Organize Every Home by Carissa Barker. I actually might be doing an interview with her online and tips and tricks for helping homeschoolers and their kids get good habits to set them up to be organized adults. I am pro having your kids read books like this in high school, junior high. The subject matter is really neutral in most of these, but it's things like how to clean your upholstery, introducing the random roundup, which I've done plenty of that. Of like, here's the basket of things that I just need to put away or have you put away. How to do a living room reset. And of course, you adapt it to their own domain. Meaning if this one's like habits about dishes. If they do dishes in your home, you help them be involved in setting up some of those habits. And it was something when I was in a new life back in the day. I got married before I turned 21. And I started reading these books. And it's like, oh, these are really interesting. There's usually gorgeous photography. And I'm like, there is with this. I wish I would have had this information earlier, and I wasn't alone. A lot of my friends who were also, wives and husbands were like, okay, how do we organize all this? Because it wasn't their problem before. Even if they had apartments, it was so temporary because, you're in college. And so why not have your kids start reading that stuff early? And it doesn't just have to be little kid things. Because, they're growing up. They're not little kids anymore, Mom and Dad. Okay, let's see. It's always these things that set up and perforated to rip this way that you're like, I don't want to risk ripping paper in there. Okay, there we go. Try to peel this open a little bit so I can at least see what's in there and rip that. There we go. So yes, all of these Facebook groups are interesting. I was proud to find out that the Fresno State Parents Group, which I never thought about looking at, and I'm a Fresno State, I guess, alumnus. I haven't graduated, but I went there. I grew up on campus. My husband went there. My mom went there. My dad went there. It's a local college. My kids are there. I found out there was a parents' weekend, but I was very proud. There wasn't too much micromanaging in the group because they are adults, and I understand we still want to help them. I think some of it was so good, though, because most of these kids, Fresno State's what's called a commuter school, which means you commute from home to school and don't live on campus as much. We have dorms, we have apartments, all that. But one of the reasons lots of kids go to Fresno State is because it's local, Okay, Snoopy's Guide to the Great Outdoors. Hike, camp, and enjoy nature with the Peanuts gang. This is adorable. Now, of course, I loved Peanuts. I read Peanuts all the time in the newspaper when I was a kid. I would read the comics page. I am not outdoorsy, but I always like having this information, and I think this would make a great gift. If your kids are outdoorsy, my eldest wanted to be outdoorsy, so this would have been perfect for him even in high school. It's like Wilderness Calls, but from where? They talk about accessibility, activities, Charlie Brown's Guide to Dog-Friendly National Parks. Very cute. They've got sections for field notes, so you can take this with you. Where'd you hike? What's your distance? All that. Talking about different types of camping shelters, Beagle Scout Guide to Choosing Your Tent, cowboy camping, hammocks, tarp camping, and then more field notes. Where'd you camp? And it's got this, the flexi binding on it with the plasticized cover, not like hard plastic, but like the kind that gives. I love that. Mr. Sack's Guide to Fire Safety. They decided that was better than Charlie Brown. Literally, they crossed it out. Isn't that cute? So yeah, I'll look at this, and I think, frankly, this is a great gift for families or for that kid who loves being outdoors. I think it's just so cute. Or somebody who just likes Charlie Brown. I like Charlie Brown. I admit it. Okay, next up. Just got a couple more, I think. Oh, I forgot about those over there. I put them on the shelf. Yes. We just start filling in along the back of my office where these things are. Okay, this is from Princeton University Press. Oh, okay. So I've been pretty honest with the fact that I'm a Christian. I'm not coming on here to proselytize, but one of the things I always said that made me see God in nature was... I'm going to it's the spiral. It's the, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. It's that, yes. My brain will catch up here in a minute. But so this book is Do Plants Know Math? And by Stephanie Dowday, Jacques Dumas, Christopher Goulet, and Nancy Pick. Unwinding the story of plant spirals from Leonardo da Vinci till now. So so it's not Pythagorean. It's not Descartes. It's the, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. But you see it everywhere. They're sort of saying, you're going to see it in cabbages and pine cones, and you'll catch yourself. Yeah, the Fibonacci sequence. It's everywhere. And so let's see, this is a science book, though. I will tell you, this isn't a picture book. This Golden Ratios New Year's Gift. 5 was Kepler's most adored number. He saw that many plants had 5, which we can get into the whole odd number thing. I don't understand, but it's true. So what did the microscope reveal? This is a great math and science kind of book. I am so interested. This is the kind of book we would read in this house. Wow, zigzag fronts in an artichoke. Let's see. Follows this experiment. What's this? Stefan felt he'd reach a Fibonacci plateau, moving beyond it. They're talking about the zigzag fronts and like Jardin de Maths. I love this image. I like mathematical art. I know. I'm a dork. I'm okay with it though. I'm a dork. And so, yeah, they've got the rhombus tilings of Chris's dish stacking simulations. So there's different things like this. And seeing that math and science, it actually helps your students become better at math and become better at science. So the fractal process, you hear people talking about fractals. I know when I was a kid, usually you just saw fractal artwork, but fractals is based on a mathematical sequence and different ones. So here, you've got a picture of the fractal process shown for the burr chervil leaves, and it works equally well for Romanesco broccoli. So, in explaining the patterning in this, it's not random. It is mathematical. So, I think that could be really, really interesting. A really fun, thing to do with your kid that is both super interesting in both math and science. If you don't know, I believe that you are whetting their curiosity, and then when they find something interesting, you're helping them read it. Lebanese cuisine. Okay. Speaking of math, I had a math teacher in high school who, his mom, I believe, was Lebanese. He grew up in Israel. His family was there in 1948, and he moved to the United States. And he had a cookbook, and this man could cook. And when I say cook, I mean, after the AP tests, he had us over for a full Middle Eastern meal. He made, it was just, everything was always so good. And so, and he made a really good cheesecake too. I love Lebanese food. I already cooked Eastern European Jewish food, because that's how I learned how to cook, was reading those cookbooks. And that started me, though, down the true Mediterranean. And here in Fresno, we have a very large, we have Lebanese, but we also have a very large Armenian culture. So I love this kind of food. So I thought this would be great. I don't have any Lebanese cookbooks. I haven't been able to find my math teachers, which he said was a lot of his mom's recipes. But this is by Madeleine Farah and Leila Habibi Kirsky. And, tour of Lebanon, your own kitchen. Oh my goodness. They've got fish, so let's look at the front. And one of the things I really want to learn how to cook that I don't cook well is lentils. I'm trying that tomorrow night. They've got it broken down. Sauces, bread and bread dishes, soups, salads, fish, entrees, kibbeh, mishi, rice dishes, vegetarian dishes, laban dishes, which is a yogurt, condiments, desserts, and beverages. So, yeah, I like Israeli food, all of that stuff. So, macaroni with tahini sauce. If you don't know, like hummus and tahini is like, it's such a good flavor. But anyways, and when I say that, to the point that in Asian food, I like sesame filled buns that are very sweet too. So, yeah, lamb supreme with yogurt. Lamb around here is so expensive. Is it expensive where you're at? Zucchini stew. Ooh, I've got a bunch of zucchini. And very easy recipes. They give you the measurements. So some of these pictures. Isn't that gorgeous? Are you hungry? Because I am. It's almost lunchtime over here. And it goes through and very simply, here are the ingredients. Saute the onions in a saucepan. Add the zucchini, tomatoes, and seasonings. Simmer for 15 minutes. Add eggs and stir thoroughly for a couple minutes till the eggs are set. Both eggs and tomatoes are optional. So if you have acid issues, you don't have to put the tomatoes in to have a good tasting dish if you are not having eggs for whatever reason. So yeah, oof. Yes, another zucchini recipe. Okay, I would say this is for my family to teach them cooking, and you can totally use it for homeschool, but I'm just going to go eat now. Cauliflower with rice. I've had something like this. And it's ground lamb in this version, onion, cauliflower, rice, kosher salt, cinnamon. Cinnamon goes in a lot of savory Mediterranean, Middle Eastern dishes. Salt and pepper. I'm so hungry now. So, gorgeous looking cookbook. Can't wait to get deeper into that. I'm going to have to try some recipes. Okay, let me grab these other things. Sorry. You are going to see my, maybe, oh, no, those aren't those. So, very disorganized unboxing. But that is it. I have quite a few things to look at. But here's the important part. What is it you want deeper looks at? What is it you want to see more about? Let me know. And if you've made it this far, tell me, are you on Facebook and in like the homeschool groups, college groups? What kind of groups are you in? And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.